You're watching Shalom World News. I'm David Kerr from Lansing in Michigan, and these are your latest news headlines from around the world. Pope Francis has appealed for peace in Myanmar, the Middle East, Ukraine and Haiti. Lamenting the suffering endured by people in these war-stricken zones, the Pope told those gathered for the Sunday Angelus in Rome that wars are a disaster for the peoples and a defeat for humanity. Remembering the people of Myanmar, the Holy Father said, "For 3 years now, the cry of pain and the noise of weapons have taken the place of the smile that characterises the people of Myanmar." The Pope also condemned the attack by suspected Islamist gunmen on St Mary Draperi Church in the Turkish capital of Istanbul yesterday, which left one person dead. A new report published by the Catholic relief organisation Aid to the Church in Need says that more than 400 Christians were killed in the southeastern Nigerian state of Benue last year. The report also mentions that over 100 others have been wounded, raped or kidnapped in attacks on the farming communities there in 2023. The organisation's project partner in the region say that between January the 2nd and December the 27th last year, 119 attacks were registered in the local diocese. The report puts the blame for those attacks upon the Islamist Fulani herdsman group. 6 pro-life activists in Tennessee are being prosecuted by the US federal government upon charges of blocking access to an abortion clinic near the city of Nashville back in 2021. According to the US Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrances Act, preventing individuals from entering abortion clinics is punishable under law. If convicted, those accused could face up to 11 years in prison and fines of up to $250,000. The public in Australia's Capital Territory will get their say on a proposed Voluntary Assisted Dying law this week as the bill faces public scrutiny. The parliamentary hearings are scheduled to last for 4 days. The Select Committee organising the sessions have received over 80 submissions giving reaction to the bill. In total, 58% of the submissions favoured the bill, 32% opposed it, and 10% neither favoured nor opposed it. Opponents to the bill include the local Catholic Archdiocese, who are due to give evidence on the first day of the public hearings. Staying in Australia and in New South Wales, the Vice President for Special Works of the Society of St Vincent de Paul is among many Catholics who have been awarded a Member of the Order of Australia award in this year's Australia Day honours. Beverly Kerr has been serving the homeless, disabled, victims of domestic abuse as well as those with addictions for more than 20 years. The yearly Australia Day honours list recognises services to the nation and was released on Friday. A Christian school worker in Gloucestershire in England who was sacked for criticising socially liberal moral teachings at a Church of England school has won her right to appeal against her dismissal. 46-year-old Christy Higgs was dismissed in 2019 from Farmers School in Fairford after criticising the so-called LGBT plus syllabus at her son's Church of England primary school. Mrs Higgs has now been granted permission to be heard by the Court of Appeal in London. The hearing is expected to take place sometime this year. A religious sister in Colombia has been physically and sexually assaulted by unidentified criminals on the outskirts of the city of Medellin. The incident, which took place on January the 22nd, has led the church in Colombia to demand a full investigation into the attack. Authorities in Medellin declared on January the 25th that they have now identified 2 suspects in relation to the attack. The Catholic Church in England and Wales has observed Racial Justice Sunday this weekend. The day calls for the combating of racism and the pursuit of racial justice with renewed vigour. This year's theme was Seeing One Another in the Life of the Church, which emphasised the importance of acknowledging our common identity as children of God, irrespective of race. To mark the occasion, the Church created publicity posters featuring Our Lady and the Child Jesus from diverse countries and cultures. The poster includes a prayer from Pope Francis's encyclical of 2020, Fratelli Tutti. Several European nations, including Germany, Italy, the Netherlands and Finland, have decided to stop providing financial aid to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian refugees in the wake of allegations that some of the organisation's staff were involved in the October the 7th Hamas attack upon Israel. In response, the organisation's Commissioner General, Philippe Lazzarini, is urging governments to reconsider their financial suspension, highlighting the potential harm to continued humanitarian assistance in Gaza for Palestinian refugees. The Catholic Church in Poland has condemned plans by the country's new government to liberalise abortion laws and to restore the availability of morning after pills without prescription. The Polish Bishops' Conference says such policies would result in death and that laws that permit the direct killing of innocent human beings should never be accepted. A bill to legalise abortion on demand has been introduced in the Polish Parliament by Civic Coalition, the largest group in the country's ruling coalition, who came to power last October. The director of last year's blockbuster film Sound of Freedom, Alejandro Monteverde, is now returning to the big screen with the story of St. Francis Xavier Cabrini, the first naturalised citizen of the United States to become a canonised saint. The narrative unfolds in 1889 during the peak of anti-Italian sentiment in New York. Amidst those challenges, Mother Cabrini, an Italian immigrant herself, and her religious sisters of the Missionary Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus ventured upon the risky endeavour of sheltering and educating the most disadvantaged. The movie is called Cabrini and is due to be released by Angel Studios on March the 8th. That's International Women's Day. Well, that's your latest headlines for now. Do join us for more tomorrow. You can also join us at swnews.org for news updates. Shalom.